Hey you guys, how's it going? It's Jamie, your crafty DIY guy. I am back and I have got 3 different tray ideas for you, all Dollar Tree supplies, with the exception of maybe like one thing. But before we get into that video, of course, I want to say thank you if you're one of my subscribers. If you're brand new to the channel, check it out. Hopefully you'll stick around for a little while. And also guys, please stay safe. All of the items that I'm using in this video today were purchased long before COVID-19. I've got a good stash here at my house, and I want you guys to stay as safe as possible so we can get our lives back to normal. So now, let's get into the video. See, I messed it up again. It's gotta be like, there
And
we
for
go.
tray number 1, we are going to use a paper plate. We're going to use some gift boxes, some of this backsplash tile from Dollar Tree, one of these plant stands, and then some Dollar Tree nautical rope. And for the center part of our tray, we're going to take this paper plate, and as you can see, it is the perfect size to use as a template. So I just took that paper plate and just laid it down flat on top of my cardboard gift box, and then just traced a circle around it. I took my foil backsplash from Dollar Tree and laid this flat as well, and then took that cardboard circle and just used that as my template. I went ahead and cut around it, and I did leave a lot of extra space on purpose because, as you'll see, if you put little snips in this as you're working your way around, then you're able to fold the edges of your circle pretty nice and evenly, and it's going to create a nice seam, and it's going to look really, really good. The next thing I did was just add a little bit of hot glue down to the bottom of this, and also just glued my tile right on top of there. And then I wanted to give this a little bit more of a finished look, so I worked my way through with some nautical rope around the bottom part, and then also did it around the top edges like you see here, just to again kind of tie it all together. And then I wanted to add some handles, so I did this on either side, and I made sure I did it to cover up some of those joints. And then this is the way it looks on my front porch. I love the way this looks. It looks great with the terracotta pots, and it looks good with my little piggy. For the next tray we're going to do, you're going to grab some Dollar Tree contact paper, one of these gold wire baskets, and then also our cardboard again from the gift boxes. I created my template for the bottom just kind of like I did before, and then took some of the contact paper and simply just trace around that, cut off a nice piece of paper here. And then this is kind of the hardest part of this project, really, is just getting this adhesive to pull off of this contact paper. But once you do get it done, it will come off pretty easily, and it's pretty forgiving as well, which is always great. Then I took my piece of cardboard and just laid it as flat as possible on top of that contact paper, kind of pushing out all of those air bubbles, working my way from the center on the way out, and then just folded the edges over like it's a present. Then to make sure that this stuck to the bottom of the basket, I just used a paint can just to kind of keep everything intact. And then I added some hot glue on each one of the corners and in the center to make sure that everything would stay nice and dry. And I just kind of held it in place until it did dry, and then worked my way around to. And this is what it looks like when it's done. You can certainly put perfumes or candles or really anything on this tray. For the next tray, this is kind of almost like a basket, I guess, too. I took one of these wire baskets from Dollar Tree. I also had this burlap rope that had this lace in the middle of it. I couldn't think of what that was for a minute there. And then I also grabbed some Dollar Tree twine, and then one of these wooden flowers that I made from my Ecobuddies wooden spoon set. If you haven't seen this DIY, I'll make sure and link it down below. I also had some leftover box from a gift box that I had cut up earlier. And then these are adhesive tiles that I was able to get at Target's Dollar Spot several weeks ago. So I'm going to use these for this tray as well. So again, I created a cardboard template for the bottom and just glued the tiles to the top of it with some spray glue and fit it down in the bottom of the basket. This is totally optional. I had these little wooden feet or these little wooden beads, so I kind of turned them into feet for the basket so it would sit up off of the countertop and just kind of give it a little bit more of a decorative look. I did end up also staining these at the end, which you'll see. And then for the next part, I'm going to be adding the ribbon onto the side of the basket. The basket obviously has this little bit of an angle, so your ribbon is not going to lay super flat at first, but there's kind of a trick here to do this. All I did was lay the basket down on its side and did one side at a time with hot glue. And then for the corners that were kind of bowed out, I added a little bit of hot glue and then just kind of pinched them at the ends, and it worked out really, really well. Now for the flower, the wooden flower from Ecobuddies, I went ahead and just kind of figured out again where I was going to place this on. I added a generous amount of hot glue, and then I just stuck it in the middle of the ribbon there. And then the last part was to just kind of create some handles. I took some of my nautical rope and just kind of split it into 3 pieces. And this is what it looks like in my bathroom. It's holding some hand towels, and I think it's a great addition to the bathroom, and I really love the farmhouse style. Hey you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're one of our essential employees and you're out there doing your job still, thank you guys so much for everything. We really appreciate it. Stay safe, everyone, and take care.